Good evening, Facebook Live. It's Gareth Daine here, accompanied with Karen Richardson and Rob Reece for our pre-show for Keeping It Real Live. And I'd like to welcome everyone on board. We're probably just going to wait a little bit to let people jump on. Hopefully someone jumps on. I think we've got some people on now. Someone's watching. Do say hello in the comments. Let us know you're here. Interact with us so we can say hello to you guys. And please do like and share this video. We're going to be starting tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. And we want to get as much exposure as possible because we're going to be bringing the value bombs to you guys and keeping it real. No bullshit, as we mentioned. I'm Gareth Daine, as I've said. Hello there, Nat. Nice to see
Nat.
you. Thanks for jumping on. Very much appreciated. As I say, our first viewer, yes. I'm Gareth Daine, as I say. I'm an internet marketer, SEO, and a software engineer. I've been in the IM space since about 2007, on and off. And I'm absolutely loving this life. We've just been talking about it, how we're all addicted. It's like crack to us. And I'd like to pass you over to Karen Richardson, who's going to just give a little intro about who she is and where she's from and what she does.
Indeed. I mean, I've only really discovered internet marketing in the last couple of years. And so I'm really the baby, I think, out of you guys. And I just had this inkling that I had to do something online and I didn't really have a clue what. So I became an affiliate marketer. And it's been a really interesting couple of years. And actually, I think the thing that surprises me the most, it's actually the personal growth journey that you go through. You know, it's how much you learn about yourself. I would never have ever thought I would be, on video doing lives and actually being asked to co-host programs. It's just like, this is crazy. So it just goes to show the power of the internet, and I just love it. So I'm here as a mum of two little boys, and, just to keep these two grounded so they don't, geek out too much. So, that's me, and you'll always recognise me because I'm the one without the beard.
Yeah. Hey, Jahil.
Hey,
Jill. You did.
So our next co-host is the wonderful Rob Reece. You've probably seen him on live himself and recently Instagram live. I think he's going live everywhere recently. The cool dude with the hat and the shades on.
That's me.
Do you want to introduce yourself, Rob?
Absolutely. Hey, what's up, guys? Rob Reece from Wealth with Rob. I just wanted to say that this is awesome. I actually am a born and bred New Yorker. I lost my accent quite some time ago because I moved to the Midwest. And it's really the black hole of the United States where you get sucked in and then you never end up back on the coast again. But I was born a bruiser. I hit things hard. So everything I put my hands to, if I love it, I'm going full force for it. I started internet marketing last year. I'm actually coming up on my year here in about a month. I used to be a DJ, a radio DJ for a hard rock, heavy metal radio station in the tri-state area. I was studying to do broadcasting. I loved music, hated the money in radio unless you're some type of shock jock. That's just not my style. I just like having fun, being real, and doing as much as I possibly can. But the money wasn't good, so I decided, you know what? Let me use my communication skills elsewhere. So I became a salesman for a tech company, a Fortune 500 tech company. Did quite well for a couple of years, but I hated having a boss. So I said, screw all that. Let me figure this out for myself. Let me do something that I really enjoy doing. And internet marketing became an accident. I was actually doing video stuff. I was looking for video solutions, and I got one of those nifty emails. I saw the nice promise of $1 million and fancy cars and all of that. And I bought into it, but it sucked me in, and I started researching, started learning all about it. And I've moved up pretty quickly. I'm not a full-time marketer as of yet, but I am getting to that point. And I'm loving what I'm doing, and I just hope to be able to share and keep it real with everybody who watches, and let them know what's the real deal.
Excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. And Udit says that your shades are stealing the show, mate.
I think I need them now as my go-to, logo. This is going to be my logo right here.
Brilliant. Well, you can be the one in the middle on the Keep It Real logo with the shades on. Excellent stuff. Okay, well, guys, that's us. And I hope you enjoyed that little brief introduction, because I certainly did. So what are we doing, folks? Well, we're doing a new internet marketing show called Keeping It Real Live. Many of you who've jumped on now already know probably a little bit about it. I see there's a few guys in there from the group. We started a group. I'll just post that back up again so people know what the group is. Please do come and join us in the group. We'd love to have you there. You'll be able to interact with us, give us ideas for topics, questions you'd like to ask, anything really you'd want us to discuss on the show. And also we'll give you updates on what's happening with the show and what guests we're going to be having on, and just interact with us, because we're real people. We're all parents. I've got a daughter, 2.5 years old. Karen's got 2 kids. Rob's got, I think, about 45 kids now all over the country. Rob's working on his fifth child now. It's just being cooked as we speak. And do you want to tell us a little bit about that, Rob, and your family life? And
yeah, well, I got married about 11 years ago. It'll be 12 years in September, and it's been an awesome ride. I've got my 2 eldest are 16 and 13. My girl is the oldest. My son is the next to her. And then I have a son who's 3 and a daughter who is almost 2. And it's been quite challenging, especially trying to balance being able to spend time with not only my wife, but my children, and impart to them just important life values and lessons, and interact with my kids, because what I don't want to ever have happen is that this take away from my family, because ultimately my why is my family. I do this simply because I want them to be blessed by what I do for them. And I have to be able to manage that. It's quite hard, especially the more children you have. But luckily, I have 2 older children who I kind of pawn off the small ones to when I need to. Utilize your older children as much as possible. That's lesson 1 from Keeping It Real.
Excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. Do you want to give any insight into your family life at all, Karen?
Yeah, well, I mean, as I said, I've got 2 little boys. I have got my husband. He's not home at the moment, but thankfully they've now settled down to sleep. So it's all good. It's all good here in the house. But yeah, I mean, like Rob, the whole why of this is to be available for my family, for my kids. Both my husband and I are actually self-employed, but he's kind of in a job self-employed situation. And the beautiful thing is, because I'm getting quite a lot of success and traction with my affiliate marketing, is that I'm now actually freeing him up as well, so that he can start pursuing the stuff that he would really like to do, as opposed to have to do, and at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's about those freedoms to be able to do what you want, and for us, it might not be the laptop lifestyle. We might not be able to jet around the world because we have kids, but it is being available for those children when they're off sick. We don't have to worry about phoning the boss and all those kinds of things. So, it's fantastic. I love it. I do work from home. I always do that in inverted commas work, because it's, it's fun, isn't it, really? So it's all good. It's all good.
And Karen's got a brief story I'll just let you know about. She's taken a back seat quite recently with some of the IM stuff she's been doing, because of being illnesses in the house with her children and stuff. And it was about 6 weeks, was it, Karen?
Yeah, it was nearer 2 months, actually, because they were ill for over a 6-week period, and then I was ill for a couple of weeks. So, I've really taken a couple of months out of the business without really doing anything. And
it's this IM lifestyle, so to speak, that has allowed Karen to be able to do that. And guys, this show, what we're doing, Keeping It Real Live, is all about helping people who are just getting into the business, or have been doing it a little while but not getting no traction, even experienced marketers. And what we're doing it for is to help you guys getting insight into how you can go about achieving the goals you want to achieve in your business, how you can become successful, and how you're able to acquire this lifestyle that will allow you to do things like what Karen's just mentioned and take more time to spend with your family, and keeping it real. That's what it's all about, keeping it real. And we got a few guys jumping on. There's Eunice. Hey, Eunice, just joined. I hope I didn't.
You missed everything. You missed everything.
Finished, mate. It's gone. We've quit now. No, you haven't missed a hell of a lot now. There's Diane.
Hey, Diane. Thank you for sharing it everywhere, Diane. We do appreciate it.
Yes, most
Thank you so much. Yes.
Thank you. So I'll just give you a brief idea of what I see this show being. We're pretty much on the same level, Karen and Rob and I. But it's a show where we're going to be discussing various topics each week, every Wednesday in the IM space, whether it be SEO, whether it be mindset, whether it be working in this industry and dealing with your personal life, whether it be video, whatever it may be. We're going to discuss different topics each week. Each one of us guys is going to pick one that's personal to us. We'll lead the topic, and the other guys will jump in and give their insight on it. We're going to take live Q&As from you guys. Anyone who's in the group, which I'll pop up again now, will be able to ask questions before the show goes live, and we'll have those questions available to answer. We're going to have guests on. Thank you. Diane said she loves my accent. Thank you very much, Diane. At least you can understand me. That's the main thing. I am a Scouser. So we're going to answer questions. We're going to have guests on. We're going to try and make this a real place to be every Wednesday for internet marketers who really want to get some insight and learn things and progress in their career and just get to interact with normal people like we are and jump in the group and speak to us, because we don't bite. Well, we might do sometimes. So that's the way where I see it going, and I think Karen and Rob are pretty much on the same level, but we all bring different levels of experience and different experiences from different sections of IM. For example, I'm not an affiliate marketer. I never have been. So I've got very little experience in that, whereas Rob and Karen have got reams and reams. I mean, these guys are top sellers. But I'll let them speak about themselves in the way where they see the program going in the future, and what it's going to all be about. So do you want to take it next, Karen?
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean... Sorry, just clearing my throat there. Yeah, I mean, the way I see it, I think we're hoping to have a bit of a laugh, aren't we, along the way? And I think as we all get a bit more comfortable with each other, I'm sure we'll be, taking the basically a little bit and just having a bit of fun with it all. But yeah, I mean, as I said earlier, I'm going to stop the guys from geeking out too much and all the tech stuff and asking the questions like, okay, can you explain that in real layman's terms? Because I'm not particularly into the tech. I'm not very geeky, but I do want to know how this stuff works, because it is important for all of us to get, make the most out of our internet businesses. We're going to be going into some mindset stuff, really helping you, because I think one of the toughest things in this business is actually you're kind of in it alone. Although we surround ourselves with these great communities, that is when the self-talk can kick in and really bring you down. Well, we'll be here to try and keep you up, and make you realize it's all completely normal, and working this whole stuff in with your family life, in with just normal life, and just realizing that we are just going to keep this absolutely real, be absolutely honest, talk about the crap as well as the good stuff, and it's not just going to be a highlight reel. I think that's quite important to say, and we're just going to cover it entirely.
Excellent stuff. And you, Rob?
Well, I want to be able to communicate to people the realities of becoming a self-made person, especially when it comes to online marketing. Just you have to be somebody who's willing to actually put in the work. A lot of people got bought in on the whole push button systems, and while there is a little bit an inkling of truth to that, when it comes to email marketing, there's a lot of setup that goes on ahead of time that people need to be aware of and really contemplate whether or not this is something that you're willing to put in the time and effort for. These people who are doing extremely well in marketing, they take a little bit of what they say and the successes that they have, and they run with it, thinking that coming right out the bat, they're going to be able to do a lot of the things that these big marketers are able to do. But what they don't know is that they've taken the time and they've built something out of it. They've had late nights. They've had sleepless nights. They've had the times where they've had to sacrifice a lot of time with their kids in order to build a business to get to the point of where they can actually, on Monday morning, push a button on a product launch that's coming out and all of a sudden generate, a couple of $1,000s for that entire week at the expense of simply writing a simple email. But it takes some time to get to that level, and it takes a lot of application. And I did a live earlier about why a lot of marketers end up failing, and it's because they decide to not take action on what they purchase. They buy all these different training programs. It sits on their hard drive. It sits on their computer, and they do nothing with it. So I want to give a little dose of reality, kind of a reality check to those who are, either thinking about it or struggling in it currently because they decided to get into it, and really tell them, listen, if you're going to make it in this, you need a little bit of a reality check. You need to get a little bit of a tough love situation going on, letting you know that unless you apply what you're being taught, and of course not everything is great, but there's always a little bit of value in everything even the failures that you have, there's a lot of value in those failures because you're learning what not to do in the future. Stop repeating your mistakes. Do what continues to work. I was telling you guys before we went live that there's something I've been doing in my marketing that just hasn't been working as much as it used to. And I got to suck it up and I got to move on. I got to cut that out of my life and go back to what I was doing earlier that was working. Not cry about it, not say everything is a scam, not jump on another training program, but go back to what was working,
Yeah, definitely.
That's enough. That's enough of my rants. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be the barker every once in a while.
No, that was brilliant. No, I agree with that. And I've been there. As I say, I'm not an affiliate marketer, so I've been in the situation where I have been where I've gone, that's not really for me. It is a bit of a scam. Karen knows this. This is how we first met with Sam. I thought Sam was a scam. I didn't think it was a scam. Sorry, I thought it was a bit more of like a pyramid thing. But you know what? I was wrong, and I'll gladly admit I was wrong. And I've seen since I've known Karen. Thankfully, Karen just didn't throw me to the wayside. And we've been friends. We've been friends since. But I've seen over this past year the success people are having with San, and now Tim Vidal, who we all know, has jumped on San. I don't know if you know San, it's the Super Affiliate Network, and Tim's jumped on it, and he's just in awe of it, isn't he, Karen? He absolutely loves it. So check it out. Have a look at San, see what you think. And that's one thing I wanted to mention with regards to this show. This is all about the value and the honesty we're going to be offering. There's not going to be any hard sell on this show. We're not going to push products down your throat. There may be occasions when we do feel that something's really great and we want to let you guys know, but that's going to be few and far between. This show isn't about pushing products down your throat and asking you to buy stuff. It's all about value. It's all about interaction and you guys getting involved, keeping it real, as we've been saying from the beginning. So let's see what people are saying. Diane says, as Tony Robbins says, you need to get hungry. Most definitely. And I'm hungry now because I've had no tea. And John Welsh says, talk about a rose between two thorns.
I'm really hoping I'm the one in the middle on the line.
Am I in the middle, John?
It might be you, Gareth.
Thank you so much for the compliment. You're being rude to those guys, John. Come on, give those guys a break. They're okay, even though they're English.
And that's actually one thing I was going to say. We may need some sort of translational dictionary as the shows go on for Rob, so he understands the little colloquialisms that we may come up with. But we'll get there in the end. So that's about it from my side, from me, guys. I don't know if you want to add anything else, and
just jump on tomorrow, 6:30 UK time, which is GMT +1. I think it's EST 1:30.
Thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate you guys jumping on. Thanks so much for sharing and liking this post. We want to build this community up because it's really for you guys. It's to give you guys value, to give you guys something to take away and really apply it to your business for your success. I firmly believe in if we provide people what they want, we will in turn get what we want. And we hope nothing but the best for you guys, and blessings from Texas, the Golden State.
Definitely, and blessings also from well, I'm not in Liverpool now, but blessings from Liverpool too. Blessings from Northwich. Even I'm not religious. But,
that's another topic for another show. Just cut it.
We may do that on the Friday show because this is something we've spoken about. We may do the odd Friday show once a month.
Awesome.
Where we get on and have a little drink and
I can practice my apologetics.
But guys, thank you so much for jumping on. Please do like and share this broadcast. We do want to get out to as many people as possible. Also, if you can also join the group, we'll be happy to and glad to have you there. That'll be brilliant. I just want to say thank you, Nikolai, Emily, John, Diane, Dominus, Donald, Eunice, Udit, Yahil, Nat, thank you very much for jumping on. Really appreciate it. Thanks for your comments, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. GMT +1. Bye, guys.